Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this channel, Unique Sports Talk. Hey, listen, everybody's going to be talking about the new power couple, Klay Thompson and Meg the Stallion. And, there's a sports crossover because we know Klay as one of the most fantastic one bounce shooters or setup shooters that ever existed in the NBA, part of the Splash Brothers. And then we know Meg. Now, I'm of an older generation. I didn't like her style and anything like that. But you got to admit that she's a beautiful woman. She stays in shape. And I don't like the ratchet behavior. And of course, there's the Tory Lanez thing. But does that say that she doesn't deserve love and somebody who's respectable? And so there's some differences going on here. So we're going to hear from some sports figures, Stephen A. Smith. We're going to hear a little bit from Mike Tyson or Cam Newton and Shaq about what they think about this relationship. And then I'm going to tell you what I think. Now, originally I said, well, I'll give this just in my mind, the way celebrities are and this and that. I look at Klay Thompson with the boyish face, but the dude's been around the block. He's had a lot of girlfriends and women friends that didn't last a long time, a couple of years. He's worth $100 million plus because he's got a 3-year contract making him almost 35 million a year to add to that plus everything else. So the guy is just filthy rich and he's kind of low key. Nobody has a bad word to say about Klay Thompson. Meg, on the other hand, there's a lot of dusty trails about her and the way she presents herself in public, or used to, right? Because we'll see how many of that starts to get modified with this relationship if it lasts. I thought it was going to last more than 6 months, but Megan, in her own right, is worth $30 million. That's what they say. It's probably a little less or a little more. Who knows? Nobody. These numbers, what you go on Google, they're never really accurate. But you know what? She ain't working for food stamps, so we know she is not just the money grab. Even though if anything ever happens between them, Klay has to protect himself. But anyway, because we all know what happened to Iman Shumpert. But anyway, so this is the deal. I'm gonna go through some of that stuff, and before I do, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I like this intersectionality between sports, relationships, and hip hop. So there's always connections if you want to make them. This one is obvious, but we're going to go through a couple of videos that made me think a little bit about my 6-month prediction, and then we'll go from there. So bear with me while I go ahead and transition to that, and we'll see what I'm talking about. All right, here goes.
I have never dated somebody so kind. Like, this is my first relationship where I ever been with somebody who's genuinely a nice person, and he makes me genuinely happy. Like, I just never dated somebody like him before, and I'm just grateful that he here by my side and he feel the same way about me.
Well, we're loving seeing you guys together. Did you guys watch the Love Island finale together? And what did you think about the finale?
You might want to ask him because he the real Love Island fan. Yeah. We team both. And we team Huda too.
All right, so listen, I don't follow Meg on like social media and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, you can tell that there's some sincerity in her voice and the situation that she's in. But all right, so does that kind of warm you up a little bit? So what's next? Who else is next? And I want to kind of share. Well, Stephen A. Smith weighs in on what he thinks, and I kind of agree with a lot of his sentiment about this. So we're going to go ahead and pop that up next. Stephen A. Smith.
Bravo. The brother could do worse. This is Megan the Stallion we're talking about here. There's a reason she's called the Stallion. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Man, he's got to give love with his due. All right, so I'm a fan. I'm fair. I'm not mad at them at all. And then you see her working out. You see that? Show the video again. Show the video again. Show the video again. See her working out. So it's bad enough that, I mean, as in good, it's bad enough that you're the stallion, but you're working at it. You ain't taking it for granted. You're really not. Now, let this be a lesson to the ladies out there, because you certainly don't hesitate to let men know this. So it's only fair to reciprocate. Don't take your beauty for granted. It may be God-given, and we understand that. But there's plenty of evidence out there about, dare I say, deterioration, and you not being what you once were if you don't work at it. Gotta get in that gym. Gotta eat right. Gotta have that water intake. Gotta stay off them drugs and alcohol. You gotta do what's right for the body. You gotta do what's right for the body. Klay Thompson, 4-time champion. One of the greatest shooters in the history of basketball. Brother, a winner. Plain and simple. And a good dude, too. Just the real one. Don't talk a lot. Don't have much to say. But when he says, when he speaks, you better listen, because he don't play. He's a good brother. I know his father personally, Michael Thompson, who I love dearly. Always have. Calling games for the Lakers all of these years. He's a great man. And a great basketball mind, by the way. And knows his boxing, too. Pops knows his boxing now. By the way, he and I got to rap about the Canelo Crawford fight down the line before that fight takes place September 13th at the Reliance Stadium in Vegas. But I digress. My point is, his son is a good dude. You understand? And if he's found somebody that he wants to chill with, we can't accuse him of making a bad choice. We can't do that. Okay? But she won too. So we got 2 kids winning. 2 young.
And we can't underestimate the fact that Stephen A. Smith hit the nail on the head. Klay Thompson is not the one who really won here by himself. She's the one who won. Meg has never shown any kind of affection like this out publicly about any man. She's 30 years old. And she said it in the first clip. She has never seen a guy like Klay Thompson. And so it's hers to blow. It's not Klay Thompson's to blow. It's hers to blow. Bringing any of that street hood shit and her friends that she has to let go if she wants to maintain this relationship. Because those women will sabotage her because they're never going to find a guy like Klay. So, so this shit ain't one-sided. I mean, it is one-sided from my perspective. Klay is choosing like men choose. You don't have to choose. Listen, I say this before, just as an average dude, the one thing I'll tell you, beautiful women are a dime a dozen, especially for a rich man. I'll say it again. Beautiful women are a dime a dozen, especially for a rich man. And so the point really is that if he chooses hers, it's hers to fuck up. It really is. Anyway, let's continue.
Adults winning. Mad love and respect and appreciation, both of them. Okay? Way to go. Both of them could do worse. Megan Thee Stallion, hell yeah, you could do worse than Megan.
That's right. She can do worse. So yeah, take it from Stephen A. He's right there, man. He was right on the money. So there's a couple of things. Now, I saw that little workout, but there's another workout clip I want to show because it's Meg doing her narration to the clip. And it's all right, because like I said, I don't really cover this kind of story like this, but they're in the gym. Someplace where I got to go do some trimming and shit out there. I started yesterday and I started today, and I was out beat cold doing that, but I got to go back out there today. And everybody's right. You got to stay in the gym. You got to stay in the gym. So I got a whole room dedicated. So here's the next one that I want to show. And the next clip I want to show about their workout. All right. So I'm going to show this. So just bear with me because I want to start it from the beginning. All right.
Out with my man. Okay, so first of all, we went to the gym and we was doing these things that his trainer had put us through. He said, lift this shit up. I really think that he thought that I could not do it, but I was very much so keeping up. So then we had to do these goddamn Russian twist ball thingamajigs. And I don't really like how he was throwing the ball to me because I feel like he was plotting on my downfall, wanting me to miss. Yo, I was what?
She was better than me.
Oh, okay. But my man came behind me and he had to start spot. She was a little heavy. I said, oh my God, Klay, come help me. Okay, so this
contested that.
now this right here, I'm not really sure if I needed.
Okay,
I was thinking, okay, baby. I don't think I needed that much assistance, but I think that was his favorite part of the workout.
That was the exact support you need. I would go right for the little glutes there and help you up. Make sure you can do a good, pull up, no doubt.
So then the next day we had came through and I had put him through an ab workout. And I don't really think that he liked that too much. Oof, it was hard, baby.
This was the grinder.
You see how he passed out a little bit?
The ringer, baby. This was tough.
What's up, y'all?
Well, let me stop it there. Let me tell you, Meg's not a little woman, man. I mean, that's where the Stallion comes in, I would imagine. I mean, Klay Thompson is a good, 6'4", maybe? 6, maybe he's a little shorter, but she's not no small chick. So anyway, listen, I just wanted to show a couple of things. One, the way she talked about him when they were at the gala or whatever that show was that they went to. Two, the way she said my man in this video. I don't think this is typical for her. And like I said before, this is for her to blow. Now, because I think Klay he's 35 years old. So let me just leave what I want to say to after these two videos. Because now people are kind of clowning this relationship because they know where Meg comes from and the kind of women she hangs out with and the kind of things that go on in that lifestyle. Can she maintain a relationship like that? It's going to be the question. That's what I'm thinking. That's going to be the question. Can she maintain this thing? So what would be next? I'm going to show what Cam Newton thinks about this thing next, okay? And his buddy,
All right, up here with the Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. Then obviously you got Draymond Green in the comments talking about she got a thing for shooters. LOL. Bro, too soon, my boy. Too soon.
It's not too soon.
So you talking about the Tory Lane situation, bro. That boy wild. That boy, he crazy. You also got Donovan Mitchell locking in with Coco Jones. The singer Coco Jones, man. So
I can see that though. Coco Jones,
Donovan Mitchell,
R&B singer,
Donovan Mitchell. Love is in the air for the summer.
Megan Thee Stallion, hot girl summer.
Yeah.
Okay. For the sake of conversation, do you think the Klay and Megan gonna last?
Klay and Megan, from the persona of what the public might see.
Because there was rumors that Cardi B and Stephon Diggs,
I heard that they.
I heard it's they. But man, listen,
it's a lot of they hurts. It's a lot of they hurts.
But I could see Cardi and Steph sticking it out because.
No, I don't think so. I think that's already over, man. I don't know where you made this, but I don't think they stick it out at damn thing.
They both match each other.
What we know. What we know.
Who am I? I'm just for the sake of conversation, Peggy.
Do you think? Over under,
Over under what? 6 months?
I see him going 6 months.
They'll make it to December. I think, matter of fact.
What happened? Well, what happened to that though?
What?
It was summer. It was supposed to be outside summers, and then you find you a little piece in the winter.
What they say? Hot girl summer's gonna have you with a cold girl winter.
Yeah. It started to get cold. You okay?
Homeboy. You outside, bro. We turning up outside. That's cool. Boy, that bed gonna get cold in the winter, homeboy. You better find you somebody to snuggle up with.
Hibernation season, boy.
I'm trying to tell you before it's too late.
Hey.
Because everybody got all these standards and non-negotiables and they lists that they gonna say, in order to date me, you got to knock the boot, the bot, the hoop. I'm gonna tell you one thing about the God that I serve. He believe in companionship.
Yeah. I ain't made to be my mistake.
All right, man. He just now he said his prediction. He gives it till December. All right, so here's another guy who has a prediction, and that's Shaq. right? He has a prediction too. And he's sitting down at the podcast. He's talking to Mike Tyson, and it's a real short clip. Uh, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think for what that's worth. You know, that's for what it's worth. I'm gonna say my little piece after this is over. So I want to draw it out because a lot of people are talking about this. I mean, that's the thing, right? Nobody has a monopoly on it. Everybody has an opinion. And before you tell people like mind your business, right? Mind your business. You tell them, hey, I'm on my business, all right. But they're the one who made this public, right? Nobody else made this public. They did, right? So there you have it. All right. So here goes. This is Shaq, and this guy gets moderated.
Did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Klay Thompson and Megan the Stallion.
Who's Klay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now on the Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan the Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm going to say that.
We've set the line at 6 weeks.
The line is 6 weeks.
I mean, do you see how my man Mike Tyson said, who's Klay Thompson? Oh, man, that is funny.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our Draft Kick Sportsbook line, at the summer. You don't see it lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
Listen, man, she got shot for that. It might be last for a long time. 6 weeks ain't nothing. So you got shot, so you gotta give her some credit, right? You gotta give her a little credit that he might got some staying power with that.
There you go. So listen, I'm gonna just kind of end that there. That's the last clip I have. But I just think that people are gonna start weighing in. And again, I'm just the thing that I'd be really saying is that it's not really about the 6 months or the 6 weeks and stuff like that. I'm hearing the inflection in the lady's voice because I'm sure that as being passed around in the industry, she probably never met a guy who might be clean kept. Now he's a baller. Right, he's a baller, man. Klay's been banging him out too, but they've been down low. I mean, when I say down low, underneath the covers, he doesn't beef. He's not flashy, and I believe her when she says he's a nice guy. Nobody has a bad thing to say about him. You can't say the same thing about Meg. So maybe she found some love. Maybe she hasn't. And me, just like a lot of people, I use some AI and I generate. So I put a theme in there and I see what kind of song I can generate. Now, I don't know what kind of singing chops Meg has, but maybe she might want to sing him a love story about how she found him. Okay, so here's the hot take that I have. My hot take is that they're going to get married. I think in the next 6 months, they're not going to break up. He's going to propose to her. He's going to give her a big-ass fucking ring, and they're going to get married. They're absolutely going to get married. I see it coming from a mile away. And he's going to give her some 5-carat diamond ring or something like that. And the only thing I'll say for the brother is go ahead and get married because I still am an advocate for marriage. But you better get the best prenup motherfuckers out there to write you the best prenup that you possibly can. And it doesn't matter that she already is worth $30 million. Because I believe Tiana Taylor was worth more than Iman Shumpert, and she's still butt fucking. Okay, so you gotta protect yourself in a marriage as an ultra rich man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. So anyway, so I'm gonna leave it with true love on the horizon, and I'm gonna play you one of my tunes. And yes, I do manipulate the words a little bit myself. But here it goes, and we're going to say goodnight on this little tune for Klay and Meg. It's a slow tune. It's a soul tune, but I might play both because I got an R&B version as well. If you're still here at the end, listen up. This is not a very long tape, but then you might even cut out before this. But hey, man, I might put a timestamp in it. Matter of fact, that's probably what I will do. Anyway, Unique Sports Talk. I'll say goodbye after the tunes.
Every moment shared feels so shine so bright. Every moment shared feels so perfectly right. Found you in a crowd, like a dream come alive. With every heartbeat, I know that we can thrive. With you by my side, the world feels brand new. This is the joy of finding love so true. A bond unbreakable, just me and you. With every step forward, let the world know. In this dance of life, our love will always glow. Every laugh we share, like zik in the air. When I'm lost in your eyes, there's magic everywhere. Holding your hand, I feel I found my home. In the story of us, we're never alone. Together we rise, our spirits will fly. This is the joy of finding love so true. A bond unbreakable, just me and you. With every step forward, let the world know. In this dance of life, our love will always glow. With every heartbeat, our souls entwine. In this beautiful journey, forever you'll be mine. Oh, this is a sound of Thompson, on its own blue. Our heart finds the bus and seas. Let this feel forward. Get over what to our love. In the morning light, your smile shines so bright. Every moment shared feels so perfectly right. Found you in a crowd, like a dream come alive. Every heartbeat, I know that we can thrive. With you by my side, the world feels brand new. This is the joy of finding love so true. A bond unbreakable, just me and you. With every step forward, let the world know. In this dance of life, our love will always glow. Every laugh we share, like music in the air. When I'm lost in your eyes, there's magic everywhere. Holding your hand, that I found my home. In the story of us, we're never alone. Together we rise, our spirits will fly. This is the joy of finding love so true. A bond unbreakable, just me and you. With every step forward, let the
or pain. Unique sports talk. Over and out.